think that currently business leaders are focusing the majority of their marketing on tactics. So it's always been a challenge, but the first thing people think when they actually start a business or they're running a business is, I need to build a brand, I need to build a website, I need to be on social media. And it's the way actually people are told to do it is like, you must have these things. But one of the main things and the main driver behind Marketing Entourage in the first place was actually teaching people to think before they plan or do anything. So one of my favorite quotes is from Abraham Lincoln, and it said, give me 6 hours to chop down a tree and I'll spend the first 4 hours sharpening the axe. And a lot of businesses have forgotten that they need to sharpen the axe. One of the favorite phrases is, how are you? I'm really busy. And unfortunately that's not getting any better. So we're actually trying to teach people to be lazy by actually spending the time up front thinking about their strategy. We help them co-create their strategy, then we help them build an actionable plan. So from there, it's actually tailored to what they want to do. And then the final bit is actually then looking at what services they need from a marketing or design or an innovation perspective. But it's all directly linked to what you want to achieve as a business. So you might need a website, you might need a brand, and you might need to do social media, you might need to do video, who knows what it is, but it's actually directly linked to what the vision is, what market position you want to be in, and who your target customers are. So it's just taking a breath. Just took one myself just to prove a point, and then thinking from there as to what you actually really want to achieve. Well, there's probably two types of businesses that really benefit from this. So the first one is maybe an early stage business. So a business leader or the owner who has got a bit of traction, maybe been around for 18 months to 2 or 3 years, got some customers, going okay, probably working extremely hard to do that, but really wants to take it to the next level. So those who've grown organically have put a lot of effort in. So this is about trying to help people create a laser focus on what they want to do next, sort of in this next horizon. So they really benefit from this. It's that thinking time. We've actually got a 10-step wheel, I should say, which the first 3 steps are about understanding your vision, and then actually looking at that market position and that customers. I'll go through that in a minute actually, but it's really important that people start to think that way. The second group is probably more the larger organizations, the ones who have been established for longer, but again, maybe have got a bit static, done the same thing every year, might feel rather than Groundhog Day, sort of Groundhog Year. So they're going okay. Again, they're looking to transform. They understand they need to be innovative and build that sort of the creativity in the way they work. So it's a chance to reassess what they're actually doing to actually grow their business again and focus on what they want to achieve in the next few years from there. Just going through that, they certainly have a greater understanding of what to consider in terms of their own vision and their own market position and their target customers. Now, if you do those 3 things correctly, the 4th step in our wheel is your brand. And the brand as well, it's very important to explain that it's visual and verbal identity. So brand is not just a logo. You can have the coolest brand in the world, but if you don't talk in the same way, if you don't understand what your promise is as a brand, and also the expectations that you're going to create for that brand for your customers, then it's not going to work. So you have to do those 3 steps first. We'll talk a lot about brand, what makes a good brand, and give some examples. And the idea of having a small team is that we can have these discussions. We want to try and make sure there's no clashes with different industries, so people can talk about honestly about what's happening within those industries, what the challenges are, and how it sort of fits from there. So I think we always make the sessions interactive. I know I've done a bit of talking here, but it's a 2-way conversation. We get you involved, we'll get a bit of pen and paper we'll get people to consider about what they need to do. as an organisation, and they'll have that to take away with them. So yeah, it's just a good way to reflect in the time that we've got, which is an hour and a half, 2 hours, to see what they want to do. And when they go back to the office, they can start to talk about it at the team and actually start to consider about where they want to go, and how by doing these things they are going to have a great understanding of their target customers and building that brand that people are actually going to love and actually go, wow, they're talking to me.